Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Big L120 and in this video I'm gonna show you how to farm element dust. Yeah, I know I have already a video about that, but this video is an update video on that one because I didn't mention very essential things in the last one. So let's start with this very important thing. This method is basically almost how I know is basically useless on official servers. So this works only on like slightly modded server or a cluster. So if you're playing official, forget it. Like, I'm sorry, this is not the method for you. I'm sorry. This is for clusters and modded servers. Why? One engram is essential. That's the unstable element engram. That's an exclusive extinction engram. So without that DLC, you cannot do anything without that. Yeah, those are the main things that people got definitely confused. How I was able to do all that stuff and all that. Basically for me, okay, I have all the DLCs, but I am using actually also a mod called the Auto Engram mod. With that mod, it's basically all those engrams accessible. Even though if I didn't have those DLCs, I'll be able to get those engrams because of that mod. I will explain how that build looks, what structures you're gonna need, what items, what creatures, and basically also the rates that I'm running my game. If you liked this video in any part, hit the like button or even subscribe. I will be very grateful. I will already say thank you, even if you got to this part. Thank you very much, good sir, ma'am. Thank you. Now let's begin. So the first essential stuff, you need that engram. How to get it? Basically, get the DLC, go to a cluster, or get the auto engram mod. So without that, don't even try. It's useless. Then let's talk about the rates. Now, on this game, I'm playing on difficulty 10, so the creatures can go up to level 300. Also, I can level up my creatures 300 times. Why I'm mentioning that, I will tell that later when I come to the creatures, what I'm gonna use. Egg hatching is times 50, so babies are hatching very fast. Baby maturation is on 22. Baby are growing very fast, and mating interval multiplier is 0.01. So that's the time when the females are ready to mate again. So it's basically for the parasaurs is around somewhere around 2 to 3 minutes max. Now let's talk about the structure. For the structure, I made a simple circle, 6 foundations and 30 triangle foundations. For that, you can also fill that little hole in the middle, but you don't need it. Just look that there are no holes, just for a little like doorway for your character to go out and in. Then you will need a few air conditioners. Watch out, it's good enough so the babies can get the effect to hatch. A generator and especially a vault. You will need that because you need somewhere to store those resources, because you will not get only the element dust, you will get also oil, electronics, and scrap metal, and raw prime. Then you can make it high as much as you want. I put like 4 walls high, 2 ceilings, or maybe just 1 like ceiling on the outside, few sloped roofs where I put the females. I used 5 males, 15 females. That's just an example. You can make that even bigger. You can put even more parasaurs. Just look at our parasaurs. That's basically it. So the sloped roofs are basically used for the females when they're like dropping the egg. The egg's just dropping down near the air conditioners and the babies will hatch. Now let's talk about the creatures. Like I mentioned, parasaurs. Why parasaurs? Because they are basically the best creatures to use for this method. You can go even with the quets and the rex. They are basically the creatures that are giving the most amount of element dust. But when you're attacking them, they can do a serious amount of damage, and they're very big. You will need to make even bigger place where you can like breed. So parasaurs are like considered small creatures, so that's perfect. Now the second part is they're herbivores. They like cannot harvest the bodies. Do not kill the babies. That's also what I mentioned. That's a huge mistake people are doing. I did with the chainsaw. When I harvested a baby, I got like around 30-35 element dust. And when I harvest the adult one, I got around 200. So that's a huge number difference. I mean, you don't need to wait like all the way from like adolescence, so around 50%. And what I'm gonna need are terries. I have 2 terries. They're both same level. I leveled them up like 73 times. So the basic, like official levels for creatures. They are very good for harvesting basically anything almost. They have that special levels into harvesting levels. You have delicate and power. Delicate is with the right click. It's very good for rare flowers, silk and fiber. And the power is for the claw attacks with the left click and the C attack. C is actually very good for hide, but when you harvest, and this is not for scrap metal, we need element dust. So only left click with the claw attack. From 100% power, it can go up to around 153%, which is good, very good for those 73 levels. So also those 73, I don't know if you can increase that, but I did not touch that. So that's also basic, so that you know. If you're gonna do like with the chainsaw, you can use a stego. Stego is perfect for that circle. It fits perfectly inside. His attacks can go on all sides. It will hit everything. It's pretty beefy. It's pretty tanky. Pretty strong. Since they are so small level parasaurs, you can maybe kill them in 1 or 2 swipes. And they're done. So stego 100% for those. Also herbivore doesn't. And then when we like kill everything, jump off, take your chainsaw and harvest. Now there's a catch. You will get overcome very fast. Even though my character, I have always around 1000 weight. So that's pretty high. But because of those 4 times harvesting, I getting a lot of other resources like scrap metal. So there's that little tool which you're gonna need from the Structure Plus mod. It's called the Omni tool. Now, when you're using that, put that on the hotbar, like on any like number, let's say on 2, beside the chainsaw, what I do actually. Use it, and when you take it out, hold R, then you see that little like circle things, and select Advanced Transfer. Now when you select that, you will see on the tool it's saying Advanced Transfer. Now click left click, and then a little like window will pop up, and you will see all those kind of things which I'm going to explain how you can use like when you get overcumbered. On the bottom part you will see it's saying preset. Click on that and choose, let's say, preset 1. And when you press that, 2 squares will appear. Like on the left side there are some like those tools showing, and on the right side should be like a disk. That's the save button. But before you press that, you have to make the preset. You will see on the left side source, choose personal inventory. So everything from your inventory. And after that, go under resources and choose oil, scrap metal, electronics, element dust, and raw prime meat. And after that, go under destination. Choose vault. That's the vault that I mentioned to use on the beginning. Click on the save button on the disk beside the preset, and then you save the preset. Press transfer, it's on the left bottom side. and you have transferred all of those resources that you harvest with the chainsaw inside the nearest vault. And you can continue like harvesting with the chainsaw for the maximum amount of resources that you need. That's the process with the chainsaw. Now, when you look at the Therizino, that's the second method, it's good. You get 120 element dust from each body when you harvest the Therizino, which is around 60% which you can get with the chainsaw when you harvest. So you can do that when you have some spare time. Like, okay, I have some spare time, I can like do some farming and do the chainsaw method. Get some half an hour or maybe an hour, like two runs. When I was farming for that, I get around 8 to 10 element when I all crafted into unstable, and the unstable spoils into like actual element in a half hour. So with those rates, of course. And when you're like, okay, I'm done, I can do some other stuff, then you can put like 2 Therizinos and watch that they all like level up as all possible, every harvesting level into power, and let them on aggressive. They will do the dirty job for you. So that's the thing which you can do. That's basically it, I think. Yeah, I think that's basically it. What I didn't mention. And of course, on the end, this is more for cluster modded servers. I'm sorry again for those who didn't understand the first video. Deeply sorry. I hope you understand this one. And yeah, I wish you luck in farming element. And that's that for me. If you liked this video, smash the like button, subscribe. I would be, again, very grateful. Thank you. And until next time, Big L120 signing out. Bye.